First at noon, tense times on Wall Street as investors react to the looming chance of an all-out trade war between the U.S. and China. Here's a look at the numbers right now. Stocks tumbled at the opening bell today after China retaliated against the $50 billion worth of tariffs the U.S. imposed on Chinese products. Now there are fears the two economic powers are heading for a trade war. CBS 4's Weijia Jiang has our report from the White House.
The markets plunged as soon as they opened amid fears the U.S. and China are heading into a trade war. China announced overnight it is putting a 25% tariff on 106 U.S.-made products, including soybeans, beef, cars, and some aircraft. It's a direct response to the tariffs the U.S. put on about 1,300 Chinese products.
The response here is also quite proportionate to the $50 billion that we announced last night.
The Trump administration pointed out the U.S. already has a $500 billion deficit with China.
When you're $500 billion down, this isn't a war you can lose if it gets to be a war.
And President Trump tweeted this morning, "We are not in a trade war with China. That war was lost many years ago by the foolish or incompetent people who represented the U.S."
The U.S. and Chinese tariffs will not take effect immediately. China says if and when it begins imposing the penalties depends on the outcome of negotiations between the two countries.
We want it to be resolved fairly quickly. We don't want to lose our #1 customer.
China is America's largest soybean export market.
We have to export. We can't eat anymore here in the United States. Agriculture survives based on exports, and if we lose that opportunity, it's going to be a deep problem for agriculture and rural communities.
The soybean harvest is still about 6 months away. Weijia Jiang, CBS News, the White House.